Calling the meeting to order. It's 6:07
Oh, 7 p.m. All right, roll call. Amanda Houston.
Here.
Julia Kitely.
Here.
Sheree Atkins.
Here.
Jessica Hopkins Hubbard.
Here.
Leslie
Smestad.
Smestad. Thank you. Our student commissioner position is open, and I'm library director Corey Burkle.
Great. We're moving on to accept the consent calendar.
I make a motion that we accept the consent calendar as presented.
I second that motion.
All in favor? Wait, no. Three. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? None opposed.
Seconds. All right, I'm going to share my screen so you can see my. Well, so that Sheree, I've given up for the rest of you. Nobody else is going to see this. Man,
It's beautiful.
put together a presentation.
Right, that's the hard, I feel equally frustrated for you.
Our brand new system too. Loves it. Love it. Okay. We have no public comment. Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh,
You
sorry.
were looking at
Yeah,
the public use report?
Yeah, no, I was looking at the, I already read this. What am I talking about? I don't know. Duh. Okay. No public comments.
No
Moving
public
on to
comments.
board comments, current library narrative.
Very nice as always.
Yep. Great. Moving on to reports, library foundation report.
Library Foundation report. The Library Foundation met. It's a pretty big group now. I think we're capping the number at the moment. And it's got a lot of really great people. Like, they're very excited to raise funds for the library, which has not happened before. And I am really grateful. So they're working on a cookbook right now. They are working with George Fox University to do the layout for the book. And they have businesses from all over Newburgh who have sent in recipes, and they're doing photo shoots with everyone, and it's going to be great. So it's anticipated in July. They're planning on being at the Tunes on Tuesday to, we have to talk to them, reserve a booth or whatever, but then they're hoping to sell that at the booth, and yeah, it's great. And then they're also planning a story slam for this fall. I know, it's going to be so exciting. So yeah, Sue Deventhal has done this in another community before, and so she knows what it takes and has some ideas of things. And so they're looking at finding space for that first, and then they'll figure out a date, and it'll be 5 minutes, a funny, true story, appropriate for all ages, not offensive, and encouraging people to not read something, but to actually have something memorized, or just to, speak for 5 minutes.
5 minutes long.
Like them off.
Yes.
Yes.
I was like, come out of my brain.
Yes.
What am I thinking? Yes.
Yeah.
I'm off.
So,
Oh, I love that.
yeah,
Well, we have some new businesses that are opening with stages, so.
that's right. We do. I forgot about that. Yeah, that'll be good. So that's the Library Foundation. It was just really a delight to meet with the Library Foundation. So
Are they still meeting? Are they meeting monthly? Or
they're
quarterly?
meeting every other month.
Every other.
Mhm.
Great. Moving on to Corey's library director's report.
Library Director's report. I'm really disappointed that you can't see my pictures, but there we go.
So at least two people can see it.
It was going to be great because it was on the big screen too. The funniest one is the picture of I took a picture of the Masonic Lodge out here. It's a brick building. And one Monday, a couple of weeks ago, Jessica came in my office and she said, "Do you have a contact for the person, anybody who is at the Masonic Lodge?" And I said, "I think I might have an email somewhere." And she said, "Well, I already emailed them, but there is a squirrel trapped in their building." And I said, "How can you tell?"
Just sitting at the window.
So, so she says, "Come and look at this." So it's the window you can see from the library really well. Like every 15 seconds, the squirrel gets in the window and goes, and then like leaves, and then like just like totally wigging out, right? And so I was like, okay, let me think about this. So then I remembered that my neighbor who works for the city was walking with someone whose husband I saw in the Old Fashioned Festival with the Masonic Lodge. And so I texted her and I was like, "Look, we have got a squirrel stuck in the building. Do you have the contact information for it?" And she was like, "I'm on it." And so she texted them. The guy shows up within just a few minutes. And then like another car shows up. And then another car shows up. So apparently they caught the squirrel alive and removed it.
Yeah.
The squirrel had trashed the inside,
Oh
like
my God.
pictures off the walls, papers torn up, just like
He was like, this is not
Distressed.
working.
he had to have been there since at least Saturday,
Oh my.
because somebody came into the library and said, "Do you know who owns the building with this symbol?" And the person at the desk was like, "I have no idea what you're talking about." But that's what it was. It was the Masonic Lodge. So anyway, I just wanted you to know that library staff, because, we can always find somebody in this community.
That's right.
We assisted in the rescue of a squirrel. It's important library business.
It is. It is. I like that you saw somebody walking in the parade with somebody that you knew next to the thing, and you're like, "Oh, they must know that."
I know, I'm like,
Kevin
okay,
Bacon,
I
5
know.
degrees,
I-
6 degrees of Kevin Bacon.
I think I can get to anyone in Newburgh in like 3 or 5 degrees. I really do. Like, I think I can find anybody. Anyway,
Whoa.
it was a joint effort. Okay.
And that squirrel is very thankful.
And the squirrel is
Thriving.
somewhere
Yes.
thriving now.
Yeah.
Yes.
Telling of his grand adventure.
Yes. It would be a good book.
I was just gonna say somebody used to write that.
Yeah, that would be a good children's story. Anyway,
We could do it at the story slam.
right.
We have your story written for you.
If we're gonna do library stories, I've got way funnier ones than that. I just probably can't tell any of them.
I was gonna say
That
that's appropriate.
right,
Family story.
right. Yes. All right. Our restroom remodel started on February 9th. It is going really well. The company has been fantastic to work with. This week, the flooring company is putting down the floor, which is like layers, cured, layer, cured, layer, cured. And we were very concerned about the smell being a problem for people in the library. But they figured out a way to rig it so that it's really well sealed in. They have a zippered door. You can smell it when they open and close the door. But the other really nice thing is that there's actually a window in the men's restroom, and the window opens out into a completely gated area where the HVAC system is. A couple of years ago, we had people messing with the HVAC system, so we had to completely fence it in. But it turns out that worked out really well for this situation, because we've got a fan that's pulling all of the air
So
out
they can
there,
clean it
and
up.
we can leave it open 24 hours
Yeah.
because it's secure. So that is just going really well. Everybody's been very kind. We're on schedule. We're hoping to be done by the end of March. And yeah,
Oh, great.
so I really couldn't be more pleased. So happy about that. Our graphic novels and children's moved. They got a new expanded space. Graphic novels is one of our highest checking out. Children's graphic novels is one of the highest checking out collections we have at the library. Right? There's just fantastic. And there just was really not enough room. And so staff and did you come in to help with that? Okay. So I think it was just staff we usually call Julia for projects like this if we have a volunteer come in, especially on a Monday. But we swapped where the audio books or in the audio DVDs, audio CDs, where those have been with the graphic novels. And this also put the graphic novels very close to the J fiction, which is great. Because as you know, you have books like I Survived that you have a chapter book copy of, but you also have a graphic novel copy of. And oftentimes you have people who are looking for both. So this just makes everybody's very happy with it. So there's a lot of room to grow, which is great. Very happy about that. And let's see, everyone is working hard on regular programs. We're very busy. We had we made 249 library cards in January,
Wow.
and usually we average 150 a month.
Wow.
So it's very weird because the last time we made that many was July. And July,
Discovered that you could get them. It's like they didn't hear us before, but two of the kids on my team
weird.
got a library card.
Oh, that's
That's
fantastic.
just mine. So like,
Yeah.
it's like they didn't know that they could
Yeah.
listen to them for free this whole time.
Yeah. You know, the other thing that happened
I
too,
said it every time.
right? Every time. The other
The
thing that
definition
happened
of-
that was really interesting to me was there's a Christmas light route in Newburgh that you can vote on your favorite. And then this year they added a prize component. So the person who was in charge of it is one of our regular library patrons. And so she reserved the library meeting room. And so for whatever reason, it pulled a different population into the library. I think we have never made so many library cards in such a short period of time as during that program, because there were tons of people coming in for that. And then they took a look around the library and they were like, oh, well, actually, this is great. So we should get a library card. So I thought that was fantastic. I don't know if she's going to do it again, but I said, please.
Do you think it's all the cozy reading program that you did? Do you guys always do that?
We've done the cozy reading program since 2020. I mean, it always does pull in some. I think it was just a great combination of so many different things. So
That's fantastic.
that was really great. I was happy with that. All right. So ends my library report.
Cool. Moving on to library friends report.
Library friends are doing great. I don't really have anything specific to report from them, but their lobby sales are going as they usually do. So we've had a couple of big sales. It's always fun when they find a book that's been donated that we are not using at the library in the library's collection for whatever reason, and then they can sell it for sometimes it's like this train book we could get $150 for, which is fantastic because then at the end of the year, all of that money comes back to the library. We get to spend that on programs. So even if we're not using some of the books directly in our collection, it's still benefiting the library. And it's a lot of work that the friends do, getting the books in the lobby, putting the books online to sell, mailing them out. There's a lot of pieces for that. So very grateful.
All right, moving on to unfinished business, updates on strategic plan.
So my update for strategic plan is about the digitization project. And I'll pull out where that is in the strategic plan. Sorry, I should have pulled that up ahead of time. And then it's so nice to look at this plan and just be like, hey, we did that and that and that and that. I am not finding it at the moment. I'm just going to tell you about the digitization project. So it's a huge project that we're working on. So So we've paid the University of Oregon. We're working with them with the Oregon digitization of local newspapers. So they're actually taking microfilm and turning them into PDFs, and then those are going to be made available online. So right now they're working on up to 1929. That's what we had the grants for originally. And then when we get the next bit of money, then we're going to go, 1930 and upward. In the meantime, we've been getting close for a while, but we are pretty close to starting to scan from we have a memorandum of understanding with the Newburgh Graphic from 2019 or maybe 2020 that says that we can digitize the Newburgh graphics from up to 2012 and have those available at the library only for people. So the Newburgh graphics that are, I want to say 1989 and earlier, are out of copyright, and the copyright for them was not registered for the graphic. And so those will be hosted online, and then the rest of them will be on a drive here at the library that people will be able to use. And I met with the Newburgh Area Historical Society yesterday, or the last two remaining members, because it's dissolving. Just not enough interest in it at the moment. So they have about almost $2,000. So they're giving that to the Library Friends, who is also a 501c3. And then the money for that is going to be used towards the digitization project. So this will be another round from the University of Oregon. So I think they were very happy with that. It seemed like a good way to put those funds into something historical for the community. And they've got several boxes that they'll be bringing to us, and eventually we'll get those also scanned and figure out what we're doing with that as well. So that's my update for that. And then as far as strategic plan for 2027, I feel like maybe Cherie and I should meet and kind of come up with some ideas or some ways forward and present that at the next meeting. Does that sound like an okay idea to you?
That works for me.
Okay, great. Thank you. All right. Any questions about that?
Moving on to new business, library resource of the month.
Oh, I also added another one that I put on the slideshow, and I forgot to put on here, which was something that Julia had asked for, which was outside events impacting library services. So I'm excited to report to you that the LSTA federal grant is secured for states for July 2026 to July 2027. Some ways this impacts us at the Newburgh Public Library is it funds our Gale databases, which the state library does using these funds for all of the public schools and public libraries in the state of Oregon. So it's a really great resource. It also funds in large part ODLC, which comes to you as Libby by Overdrive. So that's your ebooks and your e-audiobooks, which is also really important. Newburgh Library, as well as Chemeketa Community or Chemeketa Cooperative Regional Library System, also funds Libby by Overdrive, but ODLC is one layer of that and the one that puts the most money in. It's also how the State Library of Oregon staffs many of their library support staff. So that's support for us as public libraries. We are connected to each other, and there's also a lot of ongoing education, which I really appreciate. LSTA also is about, or at least when I was still a part of it, it was about half the funds for Oregon Battle of the Books, which is great. So that's important in our community. And then there's also grants that are distributed statewide. We actually received one this year for $3,000. It was a mini LSTA grant administered by the state of Oregon, and it was for $3,000 for the graphic novels collection. So we had an incident where there was quite a bit of damage to graphic novels in particular, and we lost a portion of our collection. And so this also is helping us to get that back. So appreciated that. So that was good news.
Yeah.
Very good news. All right. Resource of the month. Well, I wish you could see my screen and maybe it's going to appear. It's
I know,
all blue now, so
Something.
We both were like,
maybe it'll come. By the end of the meeting, it'll be here.
I want to see this.
Yeah.
I'll have to send that one out. So what I took a screenshot of was the Gale databases as you can find them on our library website. So if you go to homework help, that's the place where it appears on our library website. So there's Gale in Context, which is geared toward elementary. And then there's one that's geared toward high school and one that's geared toward middle school as well. So it's really great for helping with projects and presentations because it's a curated resource that's been vetted. So I think that was redundant, but you get it. So instead of going on to Google and doing an image search for something, you're going onto a database where you've got curated images that we know are,
Exactly what they say they are.
and they're not AI created. So who knows if this is real, and I think, I bet that's been pretty interesting. So, so this is just a great way for students to know that they're getting good, reliable information. So, real
things.
pictures of real things.
Happened in real. Well,
Yes.
Sloan used to want to put in like Disney, like our favorite Disney princess, and Google an image, Google image it, and then I tell her like, do not click on anything and then it's led to like
Other
Yes.
things.
Mhm.
And
Yes.
I'm like,
Or who knows
Sabrina,
what you're
no.
gonna get when you search Disney
Yeah,
princess.
I'm
You
just
might
like,
actually get
yes.
cartoons.
yeah, and I'm just like, we're not, you can't do
Yes.
this.
No.
And it's like, and she's sitting right next to me, but I was like,
Yeah.
no,
Yeah.
Exactly.
no, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and
Yeah.
before AI stuff, you used to be able to say like, there was a button at the top that you could click really quickly that says like 4 kids. And so like my second
Oh.
graders would be like, I know, click 4 kids.
Yeah.
Huh.
But something
Yeah.
happened in all of the new things and that button is not there anymore. But you used to
Ooh.
be able to
They
push it
probably
really
can't
fast and like
filter it. They
everything
probably
would like
can't.
It's amazing how fast they can filter though themselves. Because like my 10-year-old can look at an image and she's like, "That's AI," and I'm like, "Really?" Like, because it'll be like an animal or something, and I'll be like,
Yeah.
"Well, that kind of seems like it could be legit," but I'm just showing my age.
Yeah.
The
No.
10-year-old can just filter it. She's like, "No, because of this, this, and this." I'm like,
It has
Yeah.
3 left feet. That doesn't.
Right.
"That makes sense."
Good.
When they have multiple arms and fingers, then I can tell.
I know. I feel like the 6-fingered man, like
Yeah.
that's your, not just for Princess Bride anymore.
So you just find them on the website.
You can find that on our website. And
I think I
Um,
might have- that'd be very cool.
so that would be really great because your school could also be hosting that on their website as well.
Yeah, I'll tell Tim, and we have a staff meeting coming up. I think that would be really helpful because state reports are coming.
Yeah.
We got some really weird information last year that, like, I'd have kids just telling me facts. And I'm like, I don't think that's true. I've never heard that before. They're like, no, I read it online. I'm like, okay, but
yeah.
remember, not everything online is true.
Yeah.
But it's on
goodness.
Google.
Yeah.
No.
No.
Scary.
Yeah.
So that would be really great because they have to do they have to do photographs and pictures and all the things.
Yeah.
They have to do PowerPoint. They're speaking grades.
Yeah.
like that's
I'll
really
email you the
helpful.
link.
Thank you.
By the time our kids get to like high school and college, half of the professors and teachers' job is just going to be to like fact check, like to figure out what is actually true and what's not, right?
Well, it's amazing. Like I just finished my ESOL endorsement and I did grad school the first time with none of these things
Yeah.
in college.
Yeah.
And then having these things, I mean, it is amazing, but it's a slippery slope.
Oh, yeah.
Like it was so easy for me to type in like, I need to put this in whatever that format is for those things at
Yeah.
the end. Like but this is an article and it's this kind of article. What's the format? And then they could just tell me instead of me looking through that giant book.
Mhm.
But you can also be like, write me a report on,
Yeah.
it's like,
Mm-hmm.
but there's things they can stick it in. Like we have some teachers that already have things that they can put it in and it can say whether
Whether
it's AI or
Mhm.
not.
Oh, really?
Mhm.
I think it's more like
It's an
the
AI
apps,
tool.
too.
That recognizes
Mhm.
it's
Isn't that
another
weird?
AI
Yeah.
tool.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it's very strange.
Well, it was like, I think when we were probably all in college, or maybe I'm a little older than some of you, but the professors then could do a
Oh,
lot of scanning to say, oh no, you've plagiarized like half of this from over
Yeah.
here.
Yep.
Um,
It looked for like
Mhm.
frequently, yeah,
Yeah,
you get a score. They,
or you get an F because you didn't write it.
Mhm.
yeah, they ran my thesis. They're like,
Yeah, there's a program that does it.
Yeah.
We're several.
Well, and this is because we're talking about AI too. We are at the library working on I'm pulling together. I actually just sent out an email yesterday that said we're going to be doing an AI policy if you're interested in participating in this. Because I have some people who are just like all in and some people who are all out. And then
Yeah.
you've got a lot of people in the middle. And there's been a lot of journal articles coming out from libraries about AI recently too. So that will be coming to you. And, one of the things that I was reading about too is that, don't treat this as like okay, we did it. Now we're done with this policy.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
this
this
is
is gonna
probably
evolve.
a policy that you'll need to update every 6 months or so.
Yeah,
And
because
so,
it's that fast.
right. So that was also made it a little less daunting, I
Yeah.
think, to just be able to be like, oh yeah, okay.
Set a stage now, and then in 6
Yep.
months we look at it.
We'll
again
go
say,
and
okay,
we'll-
these
Yeah.
things have changed, so let's do that.
Right.
That sounds good.
That's the plan.
All right, a library board candidate interview.
All right, we are pretty early for that.
What time is it?
7:00, but she is actually here right now. I just might have to go and find her.
Oh, sure.
She did leave.
Okay.
But if you guys want to take a few minutes to read through that and then read through the questions. Cherie, do you want to text me a picture of the scores that you put on, or how do you want to do that?
You don't trust me to do my own math? Just kidding. I don't trust myself to do my own math. Yeah, I can text you. If we're gonna round robin reading the questions,
Yeah.
could we always read the same one this time? Where in the past, I think we've had like a different person start. I don't know how many students were interviewing.
We only have one candidate.
Easy. Okay.
That's
Perfect.
great. Yes.
So it won't be that hard.
Yeah, then I'll text you and that will work just fine.
Perfect. Sounds great. Cherie, I did not email that to you. There is a brief. Sorry, let me pull it up. I've got an extra copy here. Oh, you're fine.
Trying to be proactive.
Let's see. Her name is Elisa. She's a George Fox student. She's a pre-law major and originally from Alaska, and she's interested in, let's see.
Oh, yeah, I moved here from
oh, well, that is.
Yeah, she's just interested in serving her community in a civic role. So it's a very brief. Don't want to
Very
put it
brief.
on the very like just a where are you from kind of thing. So
Yep. Perfect. Thank you.
But it's not.
mhm.
And that one doesn't get scored.
And that one doesn't get scored. Yes.
Okay.
So it's only
Yeah.
the library one that will get
Not the
scored.
smallest, tiniest town.
No.
Just a small one.
No, I found a cruise that I'm not a cruise person, but it was like a National Geographic one.
Oh,
yeah,
cool.
Little.
I'll tell you another good little one is called Uncruise. And they're based in Alaska.
Don't like people, want it to be very nature based.
Yeah.
It was a cruise to Alaska that convinced me to move there, so just be careful.
Oh, I already know I would go in a heartbeat. But I'm afraid I have like one of those like romantic, because I spent like so much of my time when I was younger watching like Northern Exposure, which is not filmed in Alaska, it's filmed in Washington.
Oh, yeah,
but-
right.
It is,
But I was raised on Northern Exposure.
So I'd be like,
My favorite Alaskan adventure romance movie is The Proposal. with
oh
Sandra
yeah,
Bullock.
that is quite good.
Alaska.
Yeah, that one.
I love that. I love Betty White in that
Yes,
So good.
so much.
Be White is
She
great
dances
though.
around the fire.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna go see if I can find, just to remind you that we are on public record,
Yes.
right, recorded. And I'm gonna go look for our person and see if I can find her.
Do we want to figure out who's doing which questions while Corey's doing that?
We just going in order, but which direction?
Sheree,
to
do you
go?
want to go first so you don't have to like
Yeah.
try to figure out what the pause is?
Yep.
And there's one,
But does
two,
that mean I also
4,
do?
5. Then you'll do the last one. 6. You'll do 1 and 6.
Are you okay with doing 2, or would you rather just do 1 since you're on?
No, that's fine. I get
Okay.
those are the like super fun questions, right? Favorite book,
Yeah.
time travel.
Fair, since you're remote and we can't see you.
I can see all of you. You look wonderful.
Ah,
But yes, I'll do questions 1 and 6.
And then are you doing 2?
sure.
So
That'll
3,
be 3.
4, 5.
Okay.
Do you not want to do 5 though?
Oh, I'm
It's a
fine with
long
5.
one. Okay. I would take that.
Leslie, how old are your kids?
So I've got 3 stepkids that are turning 26, 22, and 20 this year, and then I've got a 10-year-old.
Yeah.
So
Is that fun for her to have lots of older people?
yes, she's like an only child,
Yeah.
youngest child,
Yeah.
sort of mix. But she's actually only lived with the eldest.
Yeah.
Which is funny because that's the only one she's actually not blood related to.
Okay.
Because my husband adopted her in his first
Yeah.
marriage. And then she moved down to Oregon with us from Alaska. And the 2 middle ones moved with their mom to North Carolina.
Okay.
So we're all spread out. But she went to University of Oregon. She actually graduated a year and a half ago, I think. Yeah, digital arts degree. She actually just was in the Emerald Arts Gallery. She got accepted there, and her painting sold in the first week.
Wow.
So-
That's impressive.
We went down to a little like cocktail reception. It was for
Yeah.
the.
Lovely.
That's cool.
So sweet.
We were pretty excited for it.
Is your 10-year-old in public school here? then?
She's at Edwards. Yeah, we're actually not zoned for Edwards. We're zoned for Maple Rush, but we started out at Edwards when
So,
we
yeah,
moved here,
Yeah.
and we moved when she was like in the end of 2nd grade.
Yeah.
So we were like,
Might as
we're
well.
just gonna keep you in
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would do the same.
That's
So
fair.
yeah.
Although
so
I mean, Maywash is clearly the best elementary school.
Here we are.
There. I'm teasing. I love that word. Who's her teacher this year?
She has that.
Oh, yeah. I was just with her. She's the union rep for the building.
I love her because she understands. She's the very first teacher that Emma's ever had that understands the way that Emma's brain works. Because Emma's not going to be the A+ student. She's not going to be the honor roll student. She's going to take an extra second. She understands it. It's there. She gets it.
Mhm.
But like in those Dibbles tests and things like that, like
Mhm.
when it's in a minute time, she's not going to get it.
Mm.
You know, but if you give her the 5 minutes, she'll
She's gonna
score
shine
100.
on the OSAS, and that's what we really care.
So she's the first one that's like, it's going to be hard for Emma for the next like 5-6 years, and then it'll somehow click.
Yeah.
I was like, I love it. Hello.
Hi.
I am, sorry, I'm just going to take a moment to plug in my computer before it dies.
Uh-oh.
Having quite the electronic
I know, it's been,
fun time too.
we can't get to sleep. We just get-
Normally, we would all get to see ourselves up there and try not to pay attention to, God, my hair looks horrible, right? But we can't today.
And your name is Elisa. Elisa?
Yes.
Very nice to have you here. I'm Corey. I'm the library director. And then do we just want to go around the table and introduce yourselves?
Sure. My name is Amanda Houston.
Julia Keigley.
Oh, the other names are here too.
Oh, yeah.
It's true.
Well,
Leslie,
I'm not lefty.
I don't have a name yet because this is only my second meeting, but I'm Leslie Smastad.
And then
somebody-
Yes.
online, this is
Hi
Sheree
there.
Adkins.
Hi, Sheree Adkins. Great to meet you.
She can see you through the owl, but only I can see her. Technology problems. So the library board they're going to go around in a circle and ask you the questions that we sent you ahead of time. And that you have in front of you as well. And then just talk. So
Sheree's
All
gonna
right.
start. Yeah.
Yep, I'm going to kick us off. Okay, so our first question, my favorite question. What is one of your favorite books and why is it a favorite?
It looks like it's Jane Eyre by Charlotte Bronte.
nice.
You can tell that it was just very intentionally written, and she made it really about it. I really like historical fiction and romance as a genre. And it's really what she wrote.
Nice. Thank you.
All right. My question is, why are libraries important to communities, and why is our library important to you personally?
It's the best public resource for information. And as a college student, I love the library because it's a safe space to come here and research or study. And I like that this library does events for children, foster literary creativity and knowledge.
All right. The library is a neutral provider of information from all points of view. How do you feel about the library providing materials that you may disagree with?
I think that everyone in their pursuit of like the truth about whatever topic needs to kind of they need to think about many different perspectives because no one person's perspective is going to be entirely true because every person misses things. So I think it's crucial to have different perspectives.
Think about an experience when you felt you needed to speak up. What did you do to make your voice heard, or what prevented you from being able to speak up?
In the past, what prevents me from speaking up sometimes is just like an awareness that I could be wrong. And then, sometimes there's like a fear of, well, maybe I defend this side, and then later I realized that I was actually on this other side if I just had this piece of information. So that's what kind of makes me hesitate sometimes to speak up.
So the Newburgh Library is dedicated to providing a welcoming and inclusive environment. As identified in the library's strategic plan, the library strives to be a welcoming and accessible space that reflects the current diversity of the community it serves. How would you reach a decision that includes perspectives different from your own?
I guess I just really carefully listen to what everyone has to say and try to understand the rationale behind their ideas and ask them quick questions about what they're thinking. And I think that's the best way to help.
Sheree, that's you.
All right,
Oh,
back
sweet.
to me. If time travel existed, would you choose to time travel? And if so, where and why?
I would go to the future because we can only really speculate about the future, but we know what happened in the past.
Nice.
Do you have any questions for Ed?
So we meet on the third Thursday of the month at 6 o'clock. Is that a time that works for you? Great. Okay. So I think what we'll do then is the board will tally scores and discuss, and then I will send you an email tomorrow letting you know. And I think the email, did the email that I sent your information to the first time, is that the one you would like to use? Okay, great.
What grader, what year are you at Hirschbach? That's not a, just was curious. What were you?
That
We
was
did
what I was
4
asking.
years. That's not-
Is
So-
it something that you are? Because you did say that you're interested in this semester with anything pertaining to, so is it something that you're looking for to be on for kind of the full term while you're here, or is it just something that you're interested in kind of short term?
I'm not sure.
Okay.
That's fair.
That's fair.
Yeah.
So the term for this position goes from January 1st to December 31st, which would also mean that if you were home for the summer or something, then you could also attend by Zoom if you needed to do that as well. So
We also take off,
June and July this
we
year.
Take off.
Yeah.
June and July as well.
Yeah. Yeah, and you'll probably almost be back in August for school, or maybe even, you might even be back that week. That might be your first week back too.
So
So
with that third.
yeah.
Because you guys start earlier.
Yeah. But I guess May would be because you would be out in May too, thinking about that.
But as
Yeah.
you can see, it's easy to come via Zoom.
And usually the person is on the projector, so it's easier to engage as a full group. But I don't know what's going on tonight.
Thank you.
Yeah,
You had
thank
some
you
really
so
great
Thank you
answers.
very much for
Appreciate
being here.
it.
Appreciate it.
Passing them to you.
Yes, please. That works. Well,
Just to add them.
so I guess the other thing about this is
Is the only candidate.
she's the only candidate. So while you do have to pass that in because that's something that I have to keep, it doesn't really matter. Do you guys, would you like to have?
I think she would be a good addition to our group.
Great. I'm
I've
happy
been
about that.
impressed by her thoughtful and genuine answers.
Yes.
Yeah. She's here?
Okay. I know, that's
Right,
why I'm like
I-
double
I-
checking
like-
my.
She can
Yeah.
listen to this on.
She
online,
can,
right?
yes,
Do it.
it's a public meeting. So then what we would need is a motion and a second and a vote to refer this to the city, to the mayor, to appoint her to the library advisory board.
So I motion to go forward with Elisa to be our student commissioner,
Yes.
to be appointed by the mayor. For this
Join
term.
our board?
And
Yeah.
join our- Yeah. All in favor?
Excellent. Wait, a second.
Oh, sorry.
Second. Jessica seconds. All right.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? None opposed.
Unanimous.
Okay.
Yay, we have a student commissioner.
She does also have to accept,
Oh,
but yeah, that's great. Right. All right. I also do want to point out that I did list out the meeting dates it's on the back of your sheet, so that you have all of those for the year too.
Oh, July.
August, no
Oh, okay.
meeting. Okay.
I was thinking
Yeah.
it was August, but I wasn't going to.
Yeah.
Really nice. So the next. oh, wait,
March
no,
19th. Okay.
No, I'm good. Okay. I'm confusing. We have all these.
All right. Okay.
Great, meeting adjourned.
Meeting adjourned at 6:52.
Whoa.
Which was the exact time I think we turned last time.
That is weird.